Minsan gusto ko siyang sakalin. Magsalita lang siya. Gusto ko siyang tanungin, tuod ka ba? Minsan gusto kong sabihin, sana dinonate mo na lang yung tonsils mo para magamit ng iba. Alam mo yung feeling ng nakikipagtalo ka sa hangin? Nakikipag-usap ka sa pader. Ako yun whenever I try talking to my partner. Kapag may gusto akong pag-usapan namin, para sana magkaintindihan kami, ang sasabihin niya lang lagi, sige na, kung ano na lang gusto mo, tara na. Sabay si Mang. Nakaka-frustrate siyang kasama, nakaka-frustrate siyang kausap. Pag ako tumatahimik, sasabihin, ano bang problema? Kapag nagsabi ka na, naku, wala namang imik. Ano bang gagawin ko dito sa partner kong silence lang ang sagot sa lahat ng bagay? Gusto ko yung tanong na, tuod ka ba? Hindi, langgam ako ikaw. Hindi, pato ako ikaw. Pero alam nyo, nagkaganyan din akong jowa, tuod. May ex akong ganyan, tuod. Ang hirap kausap. So I do feel your frustration, Betty. Hindi ka nag-iisa kasi sa totoo lang, my love, ang silence, inululugar yan eh. Inilalagay yan sa lugar at inilalagay sa panahon. When you are trying to discuss your differences with your partner, you cannot afford to go silent. O diba? Kasi may mga tao na tatahimik na lang ako para ma-avoid na lang yung komosyon para matapos na. No, it's not gonna end. It's just gonna pass. Kasi eventually one of you will give up. But that's it. Nothing will ever be fixed. Yung problemang yun, na tinakasan mo gamit yung katahimikan. Uulit at uulit lang yan. And one of these days, yung problemang yan will be too hard for a person to bear. Kasi paulit-ulit na siya. It's a small problem kung titignan mo. But because paulit-ulit siyang nangyayari and it's never been fixed. Hindi siya napag-usapan, walang nagawa para ayusin yung pag-uusap ninyong dalawa para magkaroon ng linaw, na-frustrate lang yung tao sa'yo. To the point na makaka-develop siya ng habit. Na instead of arguing with you, tatantos na lang siya sa utak niya na, wala naman magbabago dyan eh. Ganyan naman siya lagi. Wala na naman pag-asang magbago yan eh. Sige na, palipasin ko na lang. Tatapos din naman yan. Hanggang sa nawawalan na ng gana yung tao. Nawawalan na siyang gana na ayusin yung problema, pag-usapan yung problema, hanggang dun sa dulo, na dahil wala na siyang gana at all, i-mend yung differences nyo, unti-unti, dahil sa dami ng differences ninyong tinatamad na siyang ayusin, nagde-drift apart na kayo. Nawawala na siya ng nararamdaman. You had your peace by being silent in exchange of the relationship itself. Again, yung katahimikan, yung silensyo, when it comes to talking about your relationship, when it comes to discussion sa relasyon ninyo, inilalagay yan sa lugar at pagkakataon. If you are in a public place and you don't want to talk about it, yan, understandable. Natatahimik ka na lang. Sabihin mo na lang, huwag na lang natin munang pag-usapan. Kaya wag dito. But find a time and find a place for you to talk about it. Huwag kayong matakot sa argumento. When it comes sa relationship, huwag kayong matakot sa diskusyon. Kasi this is your way in sorting out your differences as couple. Kasi kung lagi kayong tatahimik talaga, my love, your partner will just be frustrated. Kasi parang mararamdaman nila na, am I the only one concerned in this relationship? Am I the only person that's trying to fix the problem of this relationship? Kasi apparently, my partner is not bothered about it. Hindi man lang siya natitinag. Hindi siya nababother, wala siyang pakialam, in short. So kapag laging ganon, my love, the person sa kabilang side ng relationship will feel na parang hindi siya valued. Parang hindi nagmamatter yung sinasabi niya. Parang hindi, walang timbang yung opinion niya about sa situation. Sabi ko sa inyo, my love, I've been in this kind of relationship and it's frustrating. And I do understand where the other guys are coming from na ang hirap naman din. Kapag sobra kang open, kapag lahat na lang gusto mong i-discuss, kapag lahat na lang gusto mong pag-usapan, it's as if it's a never-ending discussion each and every single day. Meron kayong pagtatalunan, meron kayong pag-aawayan, meron kayong pagdidiskusyonan. Yes, I do understand. Nakakapagod yun. But everything na sobra naman, my love, ay masama. Strike a balance. If you want to be super organized, magkaroon kayo ng open forum every once in a while. O diba, every month or once a month, magkaroon kayo ng open forum. Everything na naranasan ninyo sa relationship nyo sa loob na isang buwan na you think nag-cause ng problema, you think ay notable to talk about. If you want your relationship to be as organized as that, trip nyo yan eh. Pero that is healthy. Diba? Or in some relationship, what they do is whenever merong problema, they try to talk about it on a day na hindi doon nanggaling yung problema. Do you get me? Yung hindi nasa hype kayo parehas ng emotion, nagtetry muna kayong pag-usapan siya on an ordinary day. Para both of you ay hindi in a bad mood. Kumbaga, willing mag-accept, willing take in, willing mag-consider, kasi kapag nag-usap naman kayo sa hype ng emotion nyo both, magka-clash lang kayo. Again, strike a balance in your relationship kasi after all, kayo lang naman talaga ang mas nakakakilala at lubusang nakakakilala sa isa't isa. So, try to strike a balance when and how you'll talk about your differences. But the bottom line is, you have to talk about it. And when we say talk, hindi pwedeng isang side lang yung nagsasalita, tapos yung isang side, tahimik lang, nakikinig lang. Or yung isang side lang yung nagsasalita, tapos yung isang side, pag nagsalita na, hindi papakinggan ng isa. No, it's a give and take kind of relationship. Now, Betty, if that relationship continues like that, ikaw na rin naman mapapagod. I tell you that. So, habang sinusubukan mo pang ayusin, habang may tiyaga ka pa na mag-initiate ng talk, I suggest i-exhaust mo lang yung sarili mo with that. Kasi believe me, aabot ka din talaga sa point, if nothing will ever change sa partner mo, aabot ka dun sa point na ayoko na lang din pag-usapan. Tapos na. Tapos by the end of the day, siya din yung magsisisi. Marirealize niya on his own ano yung pagkakamali niya. But you, try to calm yourself the best way you know how. What helped me when I was in your situation is I started having some alone time. Me time, kumbaga. I started going to the mall on my own, saving money so I can buy myself some stuff. Nagpapamper ako, nagpapamassage ako on my own, nail services ako, ganyan. Kumbaga, pinapamper ko yung sarili ko. Ina-alone time ko na lang yung frustration ko. So that, para ma-release ko lang ba yung stress sa physical kong pangangatawan. And eventually, sineset ko na lang yung utak ko na there are some things that are out of my control. But this one, I can. I can choose to ruin my day or make my day better by being with myself in a place that will make me happy. So, ganun na lang yung gawin mo, Betty. Sooner or later, things will eventually, naturally transpire. And I hope hindi kayo magkaroon ng same ending as we did. But, bigyan mo siya ng one last nudge. Yung tipong konting push lang na, hey, kahit hindi ngayon, whenever you're ready, I just want to talk about something. Hindi ko na ipipilit yung sarili ko na pag-usapan yung differences natin each and every single time. Pero give me one day and let's talk about it. And when I say talk, you have to talk as well. Sa tingin ko, kailangan kasi natin yun. Naintindihan mo ako, Betty? Let things happen naturally between you and him. But for now, pamper yourself. You deserve a break from the frustration na nararamdaman mo sa partner mo. Everyone does. Claro? Claro.